What do you say, everybody? Day 4 of Sandbox mode. Just grabbing a drink of water here, real quick. So, we got some things to do today. A couple things I want to do first off is I'm going to make us some tea, some coffee. I currently don't have any exhaustion because we logged off in our bed. So if you log off in your bed, you'll kind of stay off the exhaustion. And a lot of the other reason why we don't have exhaustion is because of this bread here as well. So we've been eating the bread and some good meat. I got good meat in the makeshift fridge as well. So because we've been eating the meat and the bread, it also keeps the exhaustion away. But we're also going to make some teas and some coffee real quick as well, and that's going to be another way to fight off exhaustion. So there's lots of simple ways you can keep exhaustion away. You know, this bread that we make was super easy, and the meat. You know, going to sleep in your bed when you log off, stuff like that. That's going to help you keep your exhaustion down. But we're also going to go ahead and make some coffee as well as some teas just to see the difference. I don't have all the recipe. I don't have everything I need for the recipes for the basic tea, which is the lemon. The lemon's the only thing I'm missing. I believe I do have everything for the English tea, though. Yeah, we got everything for the English tea. We'll do the English tea instead. And as you can see, they cook really quickly, so you don't have to wait around for a long time for the teas to cook. Teas or the coffee. All right, there's the coffee and there's the tea. Both of them are done. Now, I did eat the can of sardines. That's going to give me a bunch of protein for the day. And as long as I manage, um, as long as I manage, let's see, there it is, 18 grams of 18 grams of protein. That's not a lot, but it's enough. It's enough for a while. As long as I manage my carbs, the protein will be just fine for for pretty much for the day, as long as I manage my carbs right. Especially since we're using the bread for our carbs, which it also has 18 grams of protein. One other thing I like about the sardines is that the protein and the sardines in the protein, it seems to last with you for a long time. You digest it slowly for some reason. So that's one of my favorite proteins, just like that you can loot, because we could easily go over here to the fish factory and get a bunch of them. And you want the sardines, not the canned tuna. The canned tuna has a lot of fat in it. So other than like actually fishing and getting meat or hunting, that's one of my favorite ways to get protein. And then as long as we keep the bread going, we'll keep our carbs up. And between those and these teas and the coffee, which actually let's compare the two. So the this English tea actually has better exhaustion recovery than the coffee. Uh, the coffee has better calories and protein, which is actually kind of surprising, being that we used milk in the English tea. They got the same amount of usage. The carbs in the coffee are better. So overall, energy wise, the coffee is better as far as keeping your food up and stuff like that. For exhaustion recovery, the tea is better. So we'll take both of them for the day, and we utilize them. And then I'll put the rest of this stuff in here. We don't need it anymore. Put my book away, my lighter away. So yeah, we'll utilize that for the day. That should definitely, we should not have any exhaustion by the end of the day here. But one thing I want to do today is I want to upgrade my firearm situation. Um, I did notice that I have an M9 pistol here. This is probably the best case pistol that I have for right now, which sucks because I'll probably end up getting the quest for it pretty quickly, to be honest. And then we also have several magazines for it. So that's one gun that we could utilize until we get something better, because the M9 is a quest and I don't have any mags for anything else, but I do have the HS9s that we could use. The other gun that we have that we could use is, let me clear up some space here. The other gun that we have that we can use is this Carbon Hunter, and we have two of them. So obviously this one is 78% and this one is 41%, and we can take and break this gun down with a toolbox like so. Disassemble. You need a toolbox in the vicinities. It'll use one use of the toolbox to disassemble this gun, the 41% one, and then that's going to give us some weapon cleaning parts, some weapon parts for fixing this one. So now this one is 100%. Now, here's the next thing that I don't have any ammo for it yet, but I do have the mag, which I can use the toolbox to finish up fixing the mag. I don't have any ammo for it yet, but what we do have is right here in this box. We have lots, well, not lots, but we have some lead plate. So in order to utilize the lead plate, I need a workbench, or I can go to a town and use the drill press. And honestly, I think what our next focus should be is getting the drill press going, because or not a drill press, a workbench going, because it's going to be useful for a couple things. One, we can fix up our knives and stuff like that. When with a lot cheaper than using like the sharpening stones, which we'll use for quest. And then the other thing is for crafting different things, like the ammo, like bolts and nails for the base. Lots of different things you can do with the workbench. So I think what we'll do is we will put the Carbon Hunter back for now, and we'll fix up the M9 pistol with the toolboxes. And I have some 9mm right here. And is that 9mm? No, this is 9mm. So we've got a decent amount of 9mm without opening our boxes that we have in our quest, because these are quest items here, so I don't really want to use those. And as far as our workbench goes, we have a rebar cutter in our quest box. We have two of them actually, but we do not have a drill yet. So I think what we'll do is we'll fix up our pistol with some toolboxes. We actually have extra toolboxes here as well. We could fix these up. These magazines, 94% in the pistol is not horrible, so I'm not mad at that. I like to have everything at 100% just to fight off the jams, but there is the occasional jam even though your guns are good. So all the magazines are fixed. We can finish loading those, and then we can actually, once we get a workbench going, we can make another suppressor for it as well. Or you could use a temporary, you could do a temporary suppressor, which they're not the greatest, but they work, in a pop can, which you need duct tape and a knife for. Super easy. We have the duct tape, one of the reasons why I didn't want to get rid of it. So we got the duct tape right here. And we can make I can't remember which one is the colorful one. I don't want the colorful one. Let's do the white one here. But you can right click it and select one, but if you don't want to go into the menu. So I don't remember which one is which for the color, the non-colored one. And there's our suppressor, which actually is 69%. So we need to fix it as well. We can go back into our quest box and utilize these toolboxes. So like so. Now, at 100%, with 100% suppressor, if you hold control, it says we're going to be able to shoot, 29 rounds. So it says it destroys after firing 29 bullets. So we're going to be able to shoot 29 times before this thing destroys. So we'll put that on there. That's essentially 2 mags in the M9. We'll load these mags up, and then I think we'll go to town and see if we can get us a drill. Specifically a drill. I might take a couple screwdrivers to, maybe we'll crack open the police station this round. We might find something better in there. But we'll load these mags up, and then we're gonna go to town. All right. We got us a gun now. Now the pop can suppressor is not the greatest because, as you can see, it covers up our sights. But I mean, if you're up close, general aiming will be okay. I believe the oil filter suppressor is slightly smaller, just a tad bit, but it actually gives you a little bit better of a sight picture because the oil filter lights up. It's silver versus the darker pop can. So that it'll give you a little bit of better of a sight picture on that. So we'll make another improvised suppressor if we don't find one. But we still have our improvised rifle and our pistol. I'll put this on our hotkey, and I'll put these mags down here. Actually, we'll put these in here for now. So the way I like to run things as far as protection goes, as far as body armor, if I don't have a bulletproof vest, I would prefer to run this improvised bulletproof vest because it's lighter than our tactical armor. And our tactical armor is super heavy. Now, we do have the strength, but as you can see, even with what we have right now, we're at 41 out of 54%, and we are not wet. So we don't have a lot of stuff on us, but we are only basically 10 kilos until we're maxed out on weight. If I throw this on, we're maxed out on weight already, and we're not even wet. So we're at 54 kilos, and we're already overweight. We do have the rebar cutter on us, so but that's something you got to realize is like I don't have much on us, and I mean we have the bulletproof vest on us as well. I can take it off. Yeah, so we're 44 versus 41. So I mean it's 3 kilos, but at the same time you're adding more weight to yourself. And realistically, you really don't need this for PvE, the PvE aspect of the game. Most of the NPCs aim center mass for you, so you're basically going to get hit in the body armor most of the time. I'll say. I mean, obviously, if you're aiming at an NPC, he's probably going to hit your arms and stuff because your arms are in front of your body armor. But for the most part, the NPCs aim for your body and center mass. So this is going to be enough protection for you for now. And then you'll have your helmet, whether you wear a K6 or any other helmet. Yeah, but as far as the PVE aspect of the game, the the improvised bulletproof and the bulletproof armor are good enough. Now I would switch up to this one if I was running PvP, and then I would basically run this one in PvP if I was like defending a base or strictly doing PvP where I wasn't going to go loot. But if I'm going to loot, I'm going to try to take lighter body armor because it's going to give me a little bit more of the ability to move while doing stuff. We used 2/3 of this duct tape. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the quest box now, since we used up pretty good amount of it. Okay, well, like I said, I want to go get a drill, and I think that should be or the first priority for the day so that we can get a workbench going, maybe craft us some ammo for this. Hell, we might even find some ammo. So that I want this. So I guess I should explain why I'm going to take this over like one of the other guns here. So I don't want to utilize all of my lead plate just yet because I want to save this lead plate for killing mechs later. So if I am going to craft ammo, I want to craft something that is usable, but not go crazy with it. So if I started to like fix up this AK, like we have the AK-74 and we have the AK-74 mag, this is going to hold 30 rounds versus I think this holds 15 rounds maybe or something like that, 20 rounds. So we're not going to utilize as much. But the reason why I would prefer to upgrade to this versus this is because this has a much faster firing rate than this. It takes a lot longer to load the single round in this versus use the bolt action in this. So that's one reason why I would prefer to get this up and going versus using this. That way if I do run into like 4 or 5 NPCs at a time, I can shoot 4 or 5 NPCs faster with that than this. But realistically, we have the pistol now, so we really don't even need a rifle, to be honest. You can do everything in the game with a pistol for the most part. But I like having a rifle and I want to carry one, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's yeah, I think we're ready. We'll grab a couple screwdrivers and I think we'll head to town. Which we should have. Right. Was there? Is there anything in this? Did I empty it? I did empty that. Okay. We should have a couple screwdrivers. I only need 8, so there's 4, 8 uses right there. Put that back in there. I don't need the NVGs at the moment. We're not going into a bunker. And I think to keep myself even lighter, I think I'm gonna leave the helmet behind. We don't need the helmet. The helmet's gonna more protect us from puppets, getting hit in the head from puppets than anything. So I think we're good there. We're not gonna deal with high tier NPCs in here, so I shouldn't need any Phoenix tiers. I'll probably save those for like abandoned bunkers or radiation zone. If I get jumped in the abandoned bunker pretty bad, I can pop one of those really quickly. Let's see. We did eat, and our bread is. I'll go ahead and take our bread with us, our one use. That way, when our carbs start going down, we can utilize it. And I think I'll utilize this coffee first, since we're gonna ride our bike. The other thing that this coffee does is it's gonna give us a energy boost, and it's gonna give us a little more stamina. So, and stamina recovery, which you should see any moment pop up right there. Performance score upgrade. Stamina's going up. Yep. So we went from 60 SU stamina units to what looks like is going to be about 65, maybe 64, 65. Oop. Go ahead and take care of that. All right, so we got 66. So we went up 6 stamina units just by drinking the coffee, and that's going to help us big time. So, especially since we're getting ready to ride the bike to town. Now, the one thing I will say about drinking the coffee versus eating the coffee is when you eat the coffee, it lasts like 3 times longer than drinking the coffee. Even though you get 2 uses, the eating the one coffee seems to last longer than drinking the 2 uses. Not sure why, but it does. Let me fix my clothes here. And let's head to town. I'm gonna leave this upside down bobby pin bundle that I have here. The upside down bundle is basically lockpicks for a cargo drop. And actually, let me go ahead and take these out and make some bobby pins real quick. Well, I don't have to make them in town. Okay. Let's go see if we can get us a drill. So I want to primarily focus on a drill here. Once I get a drill, I really don't, everything else is just going to be extra. And once I get a drill, I'm going to start making my way out of this place as well. Lead plate, we're definitely taking all the lead plate. And I think that's all the boxes you can search on these. Yep. We searched that. That's just a nail. Some more charcoal. We could take that. Get a little more charcoal for our base. But if we ever need charcoal, we can go to the coal mine. There's some fishing line. There's a utility belt, extra one. We'll take that just in case we somehow lose ours. There's a screwdriver, some gloves. Here's a drill press. More gloves. We'll take the rubber gloves. There's a little gunpowder. It's only got 100 uses. We'll just leave it. We're not here for gunpowder, so. Quad's still here. There's a generator as well. Actually, I'm gonna throw this generator inside of the oh, we got a fridge in the side of the. Okay, change of plans. We're gonna carry the generator. I'm just going to leave it over by the bike. We're definitely going to utilize this generator. I want to make a battery charger pretty quickly, so. Plus, we'll need it once we get our fridge back. I should probably head to the scrapyard today and try to get the wheels for this thing, because this thing only needs wheels, and we can make this thing operable. So, we get 3 wheels, and this is good. All right, nothing in here. This is a house. I'm not going to find a drill in here. You could potentially find... actually, there's a Kruger mag. We will take that. And I'll take a spare extra, my favorite shirt. You could potentially find yellow screwdriver in here. We don't really need any more screwdrivers at the moment, but having more never hurts. This is a workshop here. We should be able to find a drill in here, maybe. Rubber glove. I typically don't take the rubber gloves, especially once I have an abundance of them. I typically don't take the rubber gloves if they're under 70%. I will take the crowbar and the pipe wrench. Both of these are quest items, and I can open up lockers with these if I want to. Candle. We don't need any candles. Halloween event is over, so we can't get any more puppet suits. And what else we got? Some barbed wire, some more rope. I'm definitely going to take the rope. I don't think I'm going to build a fence, so I don't think I need any barbed wire. I mean, you could make weapons with it, but don't really need it. Unless you're going to build like a fence. There's another glove, 70%. Electrical portable stove. We could take that and versus carrying around that propane stove that we had, we could carry around a generator and a electrical stove. But the other thing is this is a quest item, so I think I will take one. Although, no, I'm gonna leave it. And actually, I got to be careful with what I'm doing here because I still have to carry that generator back home. So we need to watch all the stuff we're picking up here. Some more fishing line. All right, no drill here. There's another house. We're not going to find a drill here. Some soy sauce. Could take that for cooking. There's a basic bag. That's a quest item. Some money. We will take some money just to fill this empty spot here. And I'll take some extra thread too. Once we go into an abandoned bunker, we're not going to need thread at all. There's another one of my favorite shirts. Let's see. And then another house. I'm probably going to start skipping the houses after this one, to be honest. We're here for a drill, maybe the police station, so nothing I need in these. Knife, onion. I could take the onion just to get the seeds out of it, so we can plant some seeds, plant some onions. Pair of pants. Those pants are actually pretty expensive. I think they sell for about $300 or $400. The angel flight pants. Jump out the window, not on the window. So basically, we're looking at the garages. We're looking at the garages, and then those buildings right there for like workshops or a drill. Everything else is, yeah, that's definitely something I want. A fishing pole. Seeing how we got a pond right beside us. Everything else is kind of extra, and this door is open. So we've probably got NPCs in town already. Somewhere. That door was open the last time we came to town, and they popped out of nowhere. Actually, why is there nails in here, actually? Let's see what else is in here. Pots. Soap. It's got 9 uses. I'm going to take this one. There's a banjo. That's a quest item. Not for a while, though. Like tier 3 quest. So, if you don't have room, don't worry about it. There's NPC right there, coming up to us. And there's another one. Pretty sure his buddy just killed him. They kind of just pop out of nowhere sometimes. So we got a bunch of C3s. Let's get into a building real quick. Just to give us a little bit more cover. And the bulletproof vest stopped most of it, but because it was a shotgun, they pretty much did us in. Now, since I have 3 C3s, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix one at a time with one bandage at a time. Because what that's going to do is it's going to put that bleed into a kind of like a stable mode, where you can focus on the other ones that you have open without bleeding out. So that's going to slow your bleeding if you do one at a time. And then what's going to happen from there is I'm going to go back over them because if you look at my screen, it's not bleeding as much anymore. Still got a heavy bleed and we're still bleeding out, but at the same time, we slowed the bleeds significantly. So now we can finish up everything. This is going to slow your life drain down when you do it that way, so that you're not losing your life a lot while you're trying to fix up the rest of these bleeds. Now, I'm at 73% health. If you spawn a horde or run into another group of NPCs, it could go bad. But I'm going to take the risk for a minute because I don't want those NPCs to despawn. I want to see what they have on them. So we'll change our mag and see if they see if they despawned yet. This one's here. He's got some arrows, which I believe are mine actually, and he's got a spear. And there they go. The other one's already despawned. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get out and do that, but they despawn too quickly. Something that needs fixed in the game. I mean, by the time I fixed myself and tried, I'm not even fixed yet. So, I mean, if I get shot again, then all this is open back up, and we'll be right back in the same spot. So by the time, if I would have went in there, fixed my bleeds, and laid down, the NPCs would have disappeared, and you would have never collected any of the loot. If they were high tier NPCs, you could have definitely missed out on a big opportunity to get some good stuff. So in my opinion, that's one thing that needs fixed. Let's I'm not, being that I'm at 73% health, I'm just going to take my time. That way the bleeds will go into recovery, because if I start running around, I won't these won't heal like at all, especially if I have any amount of weight on me. It'll actually open back up. So let's take our time, see if we can find our drill. It's another industrial type building. We got there some more bullets for our magazine that we just emptied. Well, we didn't empty it, but. And then as far as ammo goes, I like to use ammo that is like 70% or better in magazines. If you're going to use it as like a single load in a shotgun or a rifle or something like that, then the jams are a lot less a lot less of a thing to worry about. But if I'm going to use ammo, I'm going to make sure it's above 70% if I'm going to use it in a magazine. There's some birdshot. Don't recommend using that. It doesn't do much to anything. All right, so this is the end of town. We're done here. And where's my arrows at, guy? Let's see if we can find our one that we lost. Right there. So as you can hear, the puppets are starting to spawn in around us now. So the rule of thumb is, because of the way the encounter system works at the moment, if you hear puppets, then NPCs are more than likely not going to be around. They still can be, but if you hear puppets, you're probably going to have mostly puppets. If you don't hear puppets or see puppets, then you're going to have some NPCs at some point. And good example is when we came into town, we seen absolutely no puppets at all. So, and I need to quit searching the houses. I'm being a little loot goblin. Let's find some industrial buildings. There's a lighter. We don't need that. Out the window. Out the window. Okay, I'll use the door. See, this garage and this door are open here, so this is another indication that some NPCs were walking around at some point in time, because most of these doors should be shut if it's a fresh town. There's a radio. That's a quest item. That large fuel can is a quest item as well, but I don't have any space for it. Yeah, the NPCs came through. They're walking all over the place. So another reason why I wanted to come to town first today is I wanted to continue leveling up my archery. I want to get to medium archery before I decide to go into an abandoned bunker. That's my personal preference. You could go in whenever you want, but when I'm at medium archery, I feel the most confident with my bow skills in an abandoned bunker. Being a loot goblin again. Get out of this house. Look at all these. So that's the door. That's the door that they originally came out of. Which that is actually an industrial shop. Let's go in here. Rope. We'll take that. We don't want to make any. Good rags. We'll take that. The shovel. There's a handsaw. We'll take one of these. It's gonna help us cut sticks up better. Good pair of hiking boots, which we have hiking boots already. We don't need any more. There's some 357 AP rounds. We'll take those just because they sell good. There's another screwdriver. Okay. No drill in here. There's a rear bumper for the Rager. Spray paint. This is a quest item. There's a rebar cutter. That's a quest item, but we have like 3 of them, I think, right now. So we're good. Here's a cruiser. Nice. So we can get a cruiser and a quad from this town. We just need a seat and a front wheel for this one. This is a house. Quit being a loot goblin, Mike. This is a house. We're good. You can loot this as much as you want. Just because I'm skipping it doesn't mean that you don't have to go into it. You know, I'm trying to save time by trying to find exactly what I'm looking for versus going around looting every house to see what I can find. Especially since I don't have the Rager or a box with me. I mean, obviously I could make a box and then come back and pick it up later. But we're just here for what we need. So that's what we're going to do. There's another spray paint can. There's another house. What do we got? This is another industrial building. There's another rebar cutter. Another screwdriver. Bolts. Thermometer. Doesn't really have a good use. There's wire. Definitely taking wire so we don't have to make rope. Nails. Firefighter helmet. 100% rubber gloves. Take those. Nails. And that's it. Okay. No drill in this one. Nothing in here. Is the attic still available? No, they shut the attics down. You can't get up there anymore. There's a good hiking backpack. That would be very good. Another screwdriver. We're gonna get full on stuff we need and want before we even find their drill. Chill out, guy. Oh, look. Here's a building with a working stove. First one I've seen in a while. Some fertilizer. We could get a drill in there. There's a carbon hunter. That would be a good sell. More rope. We don't want to make rope. Another house. Knife. Wire cutters. Work light. A lot of that stuff could be useful, but I'm sure we'll find it later. More rope and a screwdriver. Perfect. It's good duct tape. I probably should take the duct tape. Another candle. 70% gloves. Now I'm gonna stop taking gloves for a minute, because being that I'm not doing any raiding, like base raiding for PvP, I don't need a lot of these. I can pretty much, for me personally, I take about 4 of 70% or better rubber gloves into a kill box, and that seems to do me. Especially just using like 40 uses of screwdriver. If you're only going to take 40 uses of screwdriver and that's all you're going to use, then you should be good. But and that's kind of the way I go. It's like 1 rubber glove per 10 uses of screwdriver. Here's a wheelbarrow. We could push that one back to base. Have an authentic wheelbarrow. All right, let's get out of the house, Blue Goblin. So as you can see, B2 Town has a lot of industrial buildings, but I think what we're gonna have to do to get us a drill is go to a vehicle repair shop. We're almost guaranteed a drill there. We should be finding one here, but our luck is not going very well. Actually, I am going to take all this wire and this 19 stack of nails. Let's see. There's another lantern. Good pick. We'll take that. And some spray paint. We'll take that. So nothing in this one either. Could get lucky and find one in one of these trucks. The cars don't always have them, but the trucks sometimes do. All right. There's a Rager door. Some more spray paint. It's a quest item, so we'll take it. Another little industrial house. Oh no, this is a house. What's this? This is a bar. Yeah, this is a bar. So the bars in the industrial buildings kind of look the same. We don't need that. Did we go in that garage? Can't remember. I think we were in this garage. No, we weren't. Okay, cleaver. Another screwdriver. Gunpowder. Bolts. Well, we've got a lot of screwdrivers. This is a house. We got a couple of... What's this? This is a house, I think. No, yeah, this is a house. Sometimes you find stuff laying in there. There's a potato. More NPCs. Are you alone, my friend? You look to be alone. So as you can see, when I seen that NPC, I was right here. I turned around and I seen him and I went instantly to cover. And that's what you kind of want to do to deal with NPCs. Kind of use the peek feature, because you can peek the corner and he won't shoot you. What he shoots at is the center mass of your body. So if you've got your chest sticking out like this far, he'll shoot you. But if you're just right here peeking, he won't shoot you. So that's one way to deal with the NPCs. And as you can see, as of right now, the handgun is paying off. Let's see, this is a house. That's a busted house. This is industrial here. 17 bolts, or 17 box of nails. Nothing else here. I think we got enough wire for now. I still got to carry that generator back. And I'm full, so we'll have to figure out how we're going to do that. Some more wire. We're full. More wire. And then of course we find a 40. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I had a pair of 70% gloves. We'll drop those. There's a 20 box of bolts. What can I drop for the bolts? Let's drop the utility belt. They're cheap. Bolts are useful. Make toolboxes and stuff. Alright, we do not need any more houses, especially since we found another yellow screwdriver. NPCs like to spawn at the police stations, so I'm going to come up here with a pistol out kind of thing. Okay. I do need a 45. I could switch up and use a 1911. There's some 5.56, 70%. I would like to have that. I guess I could go get that hiking backpack and start filling more stuff. Or I could get I can get the wheelbarrow as well and start filling stuff as well. Some shotgun ammo. There's a military shovel. I think we will. I think we'll go get both the hiking backpack and the wheelbarrow. I would like to have the wheelbarrow base. Let's see. I believe that wheelbarrow was right here somewhere. The only thing bad about these wheelbarrows is they suck pushing. That's it. The one thing I wish you could do with these is put them in the back of a pickup truck. Same thing with the bikes. I wish you could put the bikes in the back of the Rager. Let's see, where did I find that hiking bag? I believe it was in this house over here. Or in this garage. It's in one of these garages. Some more potatoes, onions. What else we got? There's carrots, so we'll take a carrot. Oh, these are parsnips. They're not even carrots. That's good to know. Onions, lots and lots and lots of veggies. Lots and lots of veggies here. Okay, let's get the hiking backpack. She's mad. She's not mad enough, though. Let me get some stamina. How's my coffee doing? So coffee's gone already. So if I had ate the coffee instead of drink it, we would still have coffee in our system at this point. All right, let me push this wheelbarrow to the police station. Then we'll unlock the lockers at least. I guess I could start throwing some of this stuff in here while I'm at it. I definitely don't recommend pushing wheelbarrows in towns on PvP servers, but hey, if it's what you want to do, I also want you to do whatever you want to do. I'm just throwing the rest of this stuff in here. Free up myself. Alright, let's see. What did I leave behind now? Another coffee. Take it. I do want the military shovel. We might use it at some point. Let's go back over here and pick these locks. I believe there was some 5.56, which is only 2 rounds. It's not a lot, but... Best thing we can pull out of here that I want is probably going to be bulletproof armor. Everything else is kind of extra for me out of these. Of course, we could get a key card. I guess that would be beneficial for the day. Yeah, there's a key card. Z1 bunker. So Z1 bunker is a Z1 bunker is a secret bunker. And we got a Glock. The Glock is also the block, I should say. The block is also a quest item. That Peacekeeper, I typically sell those. You can't suppress them, and I really want the stuff you can suppress. There's a 1911. There's an SF-19. That's a good find because we have lots of mags for that. That's a good find. And there's some 5.56, which 68%. It's right there on the edge. We could probably utilize it. It's a padlock. We don't need any of those. There's a Viper 357 and a helmet. And there's another block. Bayonet. Actually, let's go ahead and take the helmet since we're not wearing one. There's a box of shotgun slugs and some glue. That's a quest item. Actually, I forgot to check in here. There's a mask. We could take the mask. Some soap. I will take that. 8 uses. Ink pen. Good lockpick. Some more slugs, which we're using improvised rifle right now. I'm going to take them. Some more slugs. take them. If you find stuff in a container, be sure to drop it on the ground. I always slack on doing this, but if you find stuff in a container, drop it on the ground and then double click it, and it'll add it to the stacks that you have. Unless the one stack's pretty much full, then it won't add it to the other stack. I'm gonna throw that one away. We don't need 2 stacks. Some duct tape. Some shorts. Gloves. Helmet. There's some more slugs. It's a good find. More duct tape. We'll take that. There's a Mac 10. That's a good find as well, because I've got quite a few Mac 10 mags. I just need a weapons repair kit for everything. Which we'll get a lot of weapon repair kits once we go into an abandoned bunker. There's another key card. And a shotgun. Which actually, let's do this. We'll unload this. And I would like to keep this rifle, as I could use it as a sniper rifle, you know, now that we have a shotgun. But being that I'm using it for what I'm using it for, we're just going to load this up instead. The bad part about this is I don't think they've made it to where I can put the, I can't put the improvised suppressor on here. I have to get a regular suppressor for the shotgun. That's the bad part about it. B2 cargo drops coming, so we'll have time for that. Let's see, that was everything, right? What do we get? B1 key card. So B1 is the key, is another secret bunker. So we've got 2 secret bunkers we can go to today. Honestly, to be very honest, being that we're playing in sandbox mode, this shotgun for NPCs is probably pretty good. And also, versatility wise, this is pretty good for going into abandoned bunkers as well. We may actually do that. I might, if I can't find a shotgun suppressor here today, maybe we'll buy one. I got the money. Well, we don't have the fame yet, I don't think, though. So let's see what happens. And actually, since we're gonna go with that motto, I'm gonna start picking up buckshot as well. The buckshot's not better than slugs in some cases, but in some cases it is. Because you got to remember that instead of having one projectile, slug-wise, so like right now we got slugs in here. If I needed to snipe a NPC from here to there, I could do it. But with the buckshot, I can't. But with the buckshot, I can actually shoot the NPC in the chest and kill it one time, because you have multiple projectiles trying to kill the NPC versus just one slug. I will take that 1911 mag. So I think we're done here. We didn't get our drill. We're probably going to have to go to... actually, let's see. Is that an industrial building? That might be an industrial building there. We do have a couple more garages to check. Because I believe I could see what we got in the market today. Don't remember if I went in there or not yet, so we can check that. That may be another industrial building, and then we got the garage there. That's a food store. That's a pharmacy. I say we'll check the supermarket, the pharmacy, and then we'll see if this over here is a industrial and the garage, and then we're pretty much done here. There's typically drills are everywhere, but not today. Actually, there's another garage over here as well. Let me drop some of this stuff in the car, in the wheelbarrow. SF-19 is big. That's probably one of the better guns to run for a PvE situation and PvP, to be honest. But it holds 19 total rounds. I'm not going to open up this box of slugs yet. That's a quest item. It holds, I think, 19 total rounds versus the. You know what? Since we have the wheelbarrow, I'm being a loot goblin. Hold on, guys. Now, here's the thing I like about the improvised rifle. You can load this thing with any rifle or shotgun ammo that you find. So when I say we could use this as a sniper rifle, it's still viable. Like that's big because like we could actually go and make the scope for now. We can actually go and make the scope for this now, and we could use it as a hunting rifle. So there's that. Where's my carbs at? Let me go ahead and eat the rest of this bread. And we'll walk over towards, let's see, that's that bar. That's not an industrial building. Okay. There's some cheese. Richard's cheese. That's a good one too, actually. 93%. There's an apple. Take some more bobby pins. Beer. You can take a beer if you want. Help you with base building. I don't need it. Knives, nothing special. Let's check the pharmacy. Activated charcoal, one of the best selling pills you can have. Some cash, we'll take that. Burn gels, quest item. We'll take a couple masks. Probably find enough to do a quest in here. Burn gel. Some potassium. That'll be good for later when we decide to go to the radiation zone, but we'll probably sell it because it'll probably be bad by then. Some bandages we can use or use as quest. So there's a backpack. We'll take that. That's a quest item. Thread. We'll take some thread. There's another mask. That's 2. Duct tape. Willy warmer. Some more cash. Basically just rags, more cash. I picked up like $400 in cash just in this building. There's another mask and then some painkillers. Some shears. Those are quest items. Antibiotics. Antibiotics is the next best paying item for pills. So activated charcoal, antibiotics, and painkillers is the best things you can have as far as money wise. Cheap, easy to get. I shouldn't say cheap, but expensive, easy to get, and you can get them. You can fill an entire backpack and collect a lot of money with pills. Which actually, we might do a hospital run. We really have no need to go to a hospital because we have so many screwdrivers and so much money as it is. But we do have quests that we still need to do. And we'll use them. Lead plate, definitely taking lead plate. Lead plate. Man, come on, man. No drills. It's kind of sad. Okay. So, we got the garage to check, and I believe we're done. Give me a drill. Come on, give me a drill. The only thing I'm here for. Alright, it's not going to give us a drill today. Did I check this one? I don't think I did. Another screwdriver. Man, we collected a lot of screwdrivers. Bobber. Float. whichever you want to call it. Okay, well, we were unlucky there. I'm probably going to have to go to a vehicle repair shop. I'm almost guarantee we find one there. Almost guarantee. I'm going to go ahead and push this wheelbarrow back to base and then come back to get the bike and the generator. Actually, I might grab the generator. Push it back as well. Good thing we got coffee. This is going to help big time. And it's mostly downhill. I guess I better take care of this puppet. Alright, I'm going to push this back to base. I'll pop back in if something happens, but other than that, I'm not going to make you watch this. I guess one quick tip I probably should share is if you're going to do something like this, push a wheelbarrow, you know, over some distance, you can just hold forward, you know, hold your W key, and then open your chat, and then you can let go of your keyboard. You don't have to worry about it. So that's one tip you could use if you're gonna do something like this. You may have to adjust your direction every now and again, but since we've got such a long way to walk, I'm just gonna let the keyboard do its thing. All right, made it back to base. Got some stamina. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my coffee again, and we're gonna make the run back to town. I did forget that we got the cargo drop to go do. I'm gonna get my bike, get this generator, go back to base, and grab the stuff we need to do the cargo drop. If we miss it, we miss it. But I mean, we've got 2 key cards right now. I really don't need another cargo drop. I mean, we've got the screwdriver, so it isn't like it matters. We can get as many key cards as we want at the moment, but let me go back to base and see what I have as far as or see how much time we have to do it. I am overweight, so when you're overweight, you can't ride your mountain bike very fast. That's another thing to think about. The max you can go is probably 20 kilometers an hour, and that's probably downhill. Don't go overweight if you don't want your bike to be slow. Let's grab the Rager. I'm gonna drop this generator. And where's my dump box at? Actually, let's do dump box and quest box. I'm gonna go ahead and grab both of these so we can stop by traders along the way. And let's empty out the wheelbarrow into this dump box. See if we got enough time to get this cargo drop. I'm not sure how much time we have, so we're just gonna run over all the puppets. What couple there was. Oh, we got plenty of time. I thought I was way later than that. I have a hard time keeping track of cargo drops. They're not something I always chase. It's not like something that I always need. Especially since most of the stuff that's in here I can find. Now, I will say, being that we are looking for a drill, if we find a drill in here, that'd be perfect. Because it is possible to get a drill while we're doing this. Alright, behind door number 1. There's our drill, like I was saying. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Some alcohol. There's another tack armor. Gas mask. So this is like prime kill box stuff here. There's another carbon hunter. And tools. That'll work. I need to make room. I'll throw these on the ground there, and then I'll take and put them out here. I'll put this out here. See if I can get close enough to the car. Oh, my quest box. Oh, that's a quest box. I don't want that. Nope, I want my bandages. Alright, that is everything. Keep this on me. Yep. I'm gonna double check real quick, being that we got time. Once again, if you're planning on playing PvP servers, don't do this. Just take your time. Go park. Go park. You know, this far away, and then walk to the drop. So good chance to get your vehicle stolen if you do this. All right, now we can finish the task that we started out today. We'll go do that. Alright, let's see. So I guess I need to figure out where I'm going to put my workbench. I prefer to have a workshop, but this thing's huge. I guess temporarily I could probably put it in the corner for now. I can always destroy it and make another one later. Although I would like to put it to where I don't destroy it. Let's put it out here. Put it out here for now. I could build a little addition onto the house real quick too. Like a little shed. Let's do that. Let me build a little shed real quick. It won't take very long. I gotta cut planks anyways for the next project. So we'll just do that. Hopefully this staircase will be able to go there. It looks high enough. Yeah, looks high enough. Let me grab the chainsaw, get some logs. I might lower it as well. See what happens if I lower it. Then we'll go like something like this. I don't want the grass popping through. We'll go about that low. See how that looks. Okay, let me grab some of the wire. I've got the logs. Let me grab some of the wire that we found. Put the chainsaw on the ground for the minute. So I'm going to grab these low uses first. And I'll grab this crap knife. Is it 3 logs? It's 1 log. Knife. Cargo drop just blew up. And I need a couple sticks. Need you to back up. I'm going to cut my sticks over here. Chainsaw. Okay, and then we'll grab that saw that we picked up, and I'm going to cut all these long sticks into short sticks real quick. Now the question is do I kind of want a 4, kind of want to do like a 4, could just do a 2, but I kind of want a 4. See what happens here. I just realized we're gonna have a nice gap here if I do this. Yeah, let me start over. I guess let me see if I can connect the staircase to this. Because that was my concern, is not being able to put a staircase here. Yeah, so unable to place because we can't reach. Okay. So that was my concern. Could just connect it to the back of the house, have like a little workshop back here. Could just do this. All right, so I think I just decided to make things a little bit more complicated than I wanted to originally do, but I think at the end the results will be pretty good. So we'll see what happens here. I'm uh I'm gonna do kind of like a through, because I was thinking about putting a garden here. So I think I'm gonna do like a through, because I am gonna go get the quad and the cruiser at some point. And I'm gonna do a ramp. right here. Right, come on now. Right there. Get my chainsaw out the way, scoot this back. Yeah, this is gonna be nice. Okay. And then we're going to do a doorway. Where'd my chest go? I need my dragon chest. I got a dragon chest for logs right here. All right, dump these on the ground. And then we're gonna do. We're gonna do solid walls. Kitchen knife. I'm gonna make sure I put the kitchen knife and everything first. Then I need some sticks. Oh yeah. Two more sticks. Okay, that should be all of our sticks. Now, what I was hoping for was to be able to put a roof on, but I don't think it's going to work like I want it to now, because I'm not going to be able to connect the roof to that wall, and I cannot put a support there as well in order to connect it. So the roof is either going to have to be a flat roof, because if I do this, it's going to be oddball. I could close it in like that. Nope, apparently the roof is in the way. Okay, so it's going to be a flat roof back here, which is not a problem. It's not a problem. We will just do it. So the good part is I don't need any foundations or supports to do this. So some more of my rope. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and upgrade it. Need lots of logs, lots more logs, and planks, logs, and rope, which I have the rope. That's not a problem. Let me grab my chest. Drop what I can here. Need to get some water. All right, this should be enough logs. Should be keyword. Get my chest. That's not it. This one. This is the beauty part about the Rager, is that you can just truck all these logs around really quickly. Drive in here. Throw them on the ground. I could be a lot more efficient with it and empty out the entire Rager, but I'm not going to do a lot of building. We're just going to do enough to make this level 2. Alright, there's a few more logs over there if we need it, but I think we should be okay. Let me fill up my chainsaw. I'm going to fill up my chainsaw, cut some of these into planks, and then... Actually, I'll probably add what I can into the walls and stuff first. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and get some food. Oh, I left the food box open. That wasn't good. I'm letting my meat spoil. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and cook up one of these here meats. Where's my salt and pepper? I believe I left it in the cabinet right here. Yep. In the books. Get me a lighter. Light the fire. Switch out my pots for pans. Alright, so I'm going to eat the bread. The beauty part about this is I have the watch, but it's not going to take very long. What I was going to say is if you're going to cook food, while you're building the base is the best time to do it. Especially if you're going to cook like something like cabbage rolls, which takes forever. Because then you can go back here and start working on the base while you're cooking your food, and then set your alarm like I did, and then just come back when the alarm goes off. One of the good features about that was supporter pack 1. Yeah, supporter pack 1, having that watch so you can set alarms. There's the alarm. And I seem to be using my Bushman. Yeah, I'm using my Bushman. It's okay. Food's done. Pull it off. Shut the fire off. We don't need it anymore. I'm going to put my lighter away. And eat us some meat. So as you can see, that bread and one meat is doing us pretty well. I mean, we've been 2 hours and we've ate 2 pieces of bread and some tuna. So that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. It looks like I am gonna need. Oh no, we got logs. We're good. Let me go ahead and do these as well. And I need to upgrade. So what I'm putting my knife in my hand and then going around pushing F on everything to use the knife first, so I don't use this saw or my Bushman, which I don't want to use. I want to use the knife, and then I'm going back through and holding Shift and then pushing F to dump whatever else is on the ground into it while we're there. So that is how you should be base building with the Shift F. But you can definitely do it if you take the stuff you don't want out. But seeing how I have stuff that I want in my pouch, I don't want to just take it out. Just save a little bit more time by taking it out, but we're all right. All right, that should be enough planks. At least enough to get us started. It's close. It's not enough, but it's close. How many logs I got left? Oh, I got some. Once again, I didn't put my knife in my hand, so I was just hitting Shift F, and I'm using my Bushman and using the Bushman and the saw instead of just this crap kitchen knife. Let's see, we need a couple planks over here. Let's upgrade this. Okay, so we need 3, 6, 7. So we need 7 more logs and 2, 4. That's 11. That's 19 and 22. So we need 22 more planks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 24 planks. And we might actually have enough. Let's see what we got here. Drag these closer. I did do that side. Yep, yep. Okay. And chainsaw. There we go. Then let's do our workbench right here, which I need planks and logs for it as well. Uh, 6 logs and 11 planks. How many we got on the ground here? Just drop all the rest of these in here. So what I would really like is if I could take and connect like a slanted roof from that corner to up top there. Like that way it kind of, makes sense reality wise, but I get it. We're playing a game. Can't be too overly critical. Grab these toolboxes. Toolboxes is done. What else we need? We need 11 bolts, 8 scrap, and then the drill and the rebar cutter. So we're done after that. Here is the... Am I overlooking it? Did I already put the drill in? I did not. Overlooking it. Right there it is. We'll get our scrap. 8 scrap. What did it say? 11 bolts. And I need the rebar cutter, which is in the quest box. Bam. Workbench. So, now that we have a workbench, we can repair this stuff. Like our saw and our knives. Like I'm not gonna repair these knives. These knives are junk. But if this is my only saw to cut sticks, then I'm gonna repair it. And then the beauty part is I can't show you right now, but when this bench gets down to hell, you could take it all the way down to 1%. You can actually go to the flag and then hold F on the flag, and you'll see that it's got one base element that needs fixing, which actually may be the bench right now. Let's see. Let's see if that's what needs fixed. Yeah, this is 100%. All this is 100% still. So the workbench is 99% right now. Let me grab this toolbox. So you can go to the flag, push repair if you have a toolbox in there. And what it does is it's only going to use one use out of the toolbox to fix that one element that was damaged. And yeah, so it was the workbench. The workbench was at 99%, now it's at 100%. If I take this all the way down to 1%, if I go to the flag, it's still only going to use one toolbox use to fix the workbench. But if I try to repair the workbench, let's see. Let me see what I do here. I don't think I'm going to go very high on some of this. I'm going to do it just out of example for now. We'll fix this knife. So it only fixes the knife like 5% of the time, but it gets better as your engineering goes up. But as you can see, we're at 96% and the workbench, 95, 94. Okay, 93. So it's at 93%, and I have 17 uses in this toolbox. If I fix the workbench from here, it used five uses out of my, well, it used 4 uses out of the toolbox. And mainly because my engineering is getting up to advanced at the moment. If I was at no engineering, it would have used one for one. If it was at 1% and you needed to fix 99% of your workbench, it would have used 99 toolbox uses to fix the workbench. But if you take the toolbox to the flag when it's at 1%, you can use one use of the toolbox to fix the workbench. So that's a good thing to know. Good thing to know. Let me throw the rest of this in here. We're done with it for the moment. Actually, no, I'm not. I actually need to. I'm going to show you guys the next project we're going to work on. So this should still be on my flag line. And I got a couple logs over there. So let me turn on the flag real quick. Show flag. Okay, yeah, we're plenty. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the biggest garden that I can. I'm going to start as close to the water as I can. So like right here, because I want to be close to the water when I do this next part. Then I'm going to build the biggest garden that it'll allow me, which should be about that. Now, as you can see, we do not have any farming at all. This garden is going to take 15 planks, a hammer, and 30 nails, which is one of the reasons why we made all those nails. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab 60 nails. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 60 nails. I need a blunt object which is, we can use the crowbar or we could use the wrench right here. And then I need to gather the rest of these logs. So let me take this over here. Now I'm dragging the box because it's kind of just used to it. But you could actually, what did I just stick in there? Get out of here. You can actually just double click it right here and the box will follow you. Okay, so like I said, 0% farming. Okay, I'm gonna do the pipe, we're gonna do the nails, and we are going to do some logs. Which, how many do I need? I need 15. That's 612. That's more than 15 there. Let me grab the chainsaw. I think it's in the car. Okay. So, 0% farming, 41% farming. Now, you could go ahead and destroy this and just continue building plots to level this up. That is probably one of the quickest ways to do it. And since we made so much, nails, we could do that. Let me grab some more nails. It's 30 nails every time we do this, so we'll get some more nails. This is one of the reasons why we made all these nails. So there's 30 more, 30 more, 30 more. And I'm going to save some in case we need to make toolboxes or something. So as of right now, we have, we can do this. We can do 4. We can do 4 plots. And we also have the tree here to continue cutting planks. So let me cut some more planks, and then I'll destroy this farm, and we'll see how many times we can build it and how high we'll go. All right, so we cut our planks up. Now let's destroy the garden, which I think I'm gonna need probably the sledgehammer. All right, so we destroyed that. We will make another, big as we can get it, and craft. 83%. Destroy it again. Make another. Craft. Basic farming, plus 2%. Destroy it again. Craft. I think that last one was a little small. How many more nails we got? Okay, so that used up the rest of our nails. We made another big big plot for the, well, I think it's one short, but we are at 16% past basic farming now. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of these in here. And the next thing is the reason why I built this by the water. I have to go get a fuel can. Hold on. Let me go grab a fuel can. And I'm just going to empty this into the car. I only got one big fuel can. Let me check the quest box, see what I got in there, though. And wherever I dropped it at. I do have a couple small cans as well. So let me utilize these. So we are at 16% past basic farming. The reason I built this so close to the water is because we can take these fuel cans, fill them up. Now this works best if you have two big fuel cans, but I'm just going to utilize what we have. So then we'll take and you're going to basically start standing over your plot, and you're going to spill the liquid that's in your can, and then walk around. And as you can see, we are leveling up our farming as we walk around. Now, you could do it each plot and just do it like this. Just go down each plot row and do it. Keep filling each plot one up, and you can look to see how much have water. So as you can see, once it hits 4,600 points, I believe, yeah, 4,600, 4,700 points in water, the little droplet sign there, that's your water. Once it hits 4,600, I believe that's the maximum amount of water that each little plot spot can take. So if I go over here, I didn't even begin to fill these up, and then walking around, I'm still missing water in lots of spots. Okay, so we went up another we went up another 10% just doing that really quickly. So I'm gonna walk around. That was one time. Let me do it one more time. All right, we are 25% farming. Let's do it again. I'm just gonna walk back and forth kind of thing. Okay. So as you can see, there's still lots of spots that still need filled. That one didn't even get any water. Neither did that one. Neither did that one. So there's still lots of spots that need filled. And we went from 25 to 35%. So with just these two fuel cans, we're going up 10% at a time from basic to medium. And we did that in, between building the plots, and watering the two times that we did, we went from no farming to basic plus 35%. So you can see how fast this could actually go if you just sat here and did it. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we made so many nails. And like I said, you can just continue destroying these and building them depending on how many nails you actually make, or you could build one, water it up until it's full, destroy it, and then build another one, and then water it up till it's full until your farming is as high as you want it. Okay, I'm not going to worry about farming too much here. It's not my big concern, so I'm going to leave these in here for now. Maybe I'll level it up here in a little while, or off camera. We'll level it up and see how many times it takes. But for now, we're done. I'm gonna call that a success, and you can clearly see how valuable those nails were we crafted in the beginning of the game was. So it is it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We have two key cards we need to do, one in B1 and then one in Z1. So we've got a little bit of running to do. I say we do those key cards. We'll stop by the trader, see what quests we have, and go from there. Other than that, we're doing really well right now. We've got a house. The only other thing I want to say about my little pull through here is I may or may not add doors. I'm not sure yet. But when we get the quad and the cruiser, we can put the quad and the cruiser in here. We can put a couple shelves in here. We can put the wheelbarrow and stuff in there now. Just park it here. Maybe. And we can put our bike in here. But I do want to build a couple cabinets in here. Then we may build some other stuff in here as well. But for now, we got a little storage area for a couple things. All right, let's head to the first bunker. I'm gonna just came here for some fuel. And you had to get beat up for nothing. Anyway, I had to get some fuel. I guess I probably should have put my jerry can back in here so I could fill it up too. Actually, we might actually get one here. It's a good possibility we get one. There's a jack. There's another knife. We don't need a knife for now. Another cleaver. I will take the jack though because the jack is a quest item. Duct tape. Some moolah. More moolah. Spray paint. Nothing else good here, looks like. What's that? That's a quest item. We'll go down to the store real quick. I do need to keep working on my archery. Good bobby pins. I'm about done picking up bobby pins. More moolah. There's another M9 mag, battery, quest item, more 9mm for us. There's some icing, some more tea, and a water bottle. We'll grab that stuff. That's fine. Okay. There's a little city bike here. I think I seen it the last time I was here, honestly. Can't remember though. Okay, good enough. Alright, let's head to the first bunker. I'll probably go to B1 bunker here, and then we'll backtrack and go across the bridge to Z1 bunker, which is here. And then we'll continue back around to Z0 Trader, and then we'll head back to base. Alright, here we are. Got stuff I need to drop. I believe this is the quest box, yep. Need to put this stuff in there. That's the quest box, so. Shotgun ammo. Still got the salt and pepper on me. I forgot to put it back. Alright, we only need 4 uses of screwdriver and the B1 key card right here. Then we need a couple picks, which we can get from here. Alright, let's see if this bunker's as good as the last one. All right, we have a VSS, not bad. Box of slugs, not bad. There's 2 VSSs. Those are, if you fix those up, those are good money. Those are good, really good money. There's a grenade launcher around, a compound bow. I'm not a big fan of the compound bow, but some people are. Another VSS, okay. Looks like we got some money. Nothing else in the lockers. A couple 38 rounds. We could sell that. K6 helmet. I need to move some stuff around now. Let's see. K6 helmet. Tactical. I'll take this tactical helmet instead. Combat helmet. There's a red dot. Actually, we could put this on here. Yep. Not the best, but better than nothing. Some gunpowder. More gunpowder. There's a flare. Another flare. Bushman. I actually need to replace mine. I can't go past 50% on that one, so it's basically junk. There we go. There's a AMW mag. That's good. More gunpowder. Another shotgun. Okay, we'll have to figure out how to get that out of here. Box of bullets. 9mm. 38. 45. And 45. So not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not as good as the last one, but not the worst I've ever seen. So not mad at it. Make sure everything is done. Yeah, flare. Okay. So we're good. We're done here. I'm gonna drag this one out. Like that. That way it's outside. Throw these in my dump box, which I'm going to fix these up. I'm going to fix these up and then sell them. I could sell them now, but fixing them up would be preferable. So, let's go to the next bunker and see what we got there. Let me grab this shotgun. Put this with my ammo. And, oh, I got sticks on me still. Let me throw those on the ground. Put these in here. Quest item. Actually, where'd that shotgun? Right there. That's a quest item. That's a quest item. I really don't want to use those for quest item, being that I'm going to show you guys how to use the shotgun in some ways. I need to eat some carbs. To the next bunker. I think no matter how many times I've been to this bunker, it's always the hardest one for me to find. There's kind of like a little path here. I wonder if this takes you to it. Oh, it takes you to a well. Okay. What's all these puppets here for? Cargo drop coming here? They were kind of spawned in like a cargo drop spot to come and fall there. I found the bunker. And look, the cargo drop did spawn there. Alright, let's see if we can get her out of there. Roll left. It's getting ready to rain. I gotta put my rain gear on. There you go. Alright, let me get my rain gear on. Okay, I need 4 more uses right there. Couple bobby pins right there. I think I actually have a couple more bobby pins in this box here I can make. There's one. I don't want to rob them out of a good box, but there's a bad box right there. Alright, key card, Z1 key card. Let's see what we get. Scar. It's pretty good. I think we have another scar, so we could fix it up. There's another scar. There's a red dot. I actually prefer this red dot on that shotgun. So we got 2 scars so far. Okay. There's an AK-74S. 74U, I should say. And another compound bow, which isn't special to me. Okay, let's see what we get. Some ammo, more ammo, more ammo. Combat helmet, could sell that. Slugs. And some 5.45. Some grenade launcher round. Sewing kit. There's a K6 helmet. That's a good find. Flash grenade. Stun grenade. More 9mm. That's a good find. And some backup folding sights, which isn't anything good. That should be everything. Oh, one more. There's a OKP sight and a compass. Those are good money. And a M9 flashlight. It's a quest item. Okay. Alright, so not yet another bunker that wasn't half bad. Throw those in there. A good sewing kit. I think I need another sewing kit. Let me see. We got some money, man. $1,152. Put that back in there. Let's see. Dump, dump, dump. Sewing kit is good for the moment. We'll switch it out. Actually, let's do a fixer-upper on a couple things. Oh yeah, we can. This is my favorite color one, but I don't like it. Don't like the compound bow. Yeah. We can fix a couple things here on our clothes. What I was going to do is fix a couple things on our clothes and then stick this sewing kit inside of the quest box, because you can literally use this thing as a quest with one use on it. So use it up and then throw it, give it to the guy. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and 9 uses isn't bad. We're gonna get a lot of them here later. Got 29 uses left. Okay. And then, like I said, the cargo drop did spawn. So I'm gonna head back that way. I'm gonna get a couple bobby pins and picks ready for it. I'm gonna do the car. I'm gonna wait out the cargo drop. See what we get out of it, being that we're literally right here. And then we'll head to the trader. We may run to the scrapyard too on the way back. See if we can get some wheels for the quad. There's that. And I need some bobby pins. Which actually, that quest box has that, I think 7 left in that one box. I just use it. So I'm just going to wait out the cargo drop. When it falls, I'll collect it and then we'll head to the trader, guys. Haha, we already dealt with all the puppets. Ran over all the puppets. I didn't even have to mess with them. It was interesting that the puppets spawned in before the cargo drop event even happened. So in other words, if you ever see some puppets, a lot of puppets in one little area and have no reason why, just wait for a cargo drop. Alright, vehicle repair kit and a jack. There's an AKM. That's a quest item as well as a good gun. More tack armor. Another helmet. Chainsaw. 40. Yellow screwdriver. Nice. And a drill. Yeah, we got 2 of them today. What do you think about that? Awesome. The chainsaw is a quest item. My dump box at. Let's see. Dump. Oh, looks like our dump box is full. Let's see. How many of these we got? We could afford to have another one. The yellow screwdriver's good. Put this in the quest box for now. Actually, it doesn't fit. That's a quest item. And that'll be useful for fixing stuff later. Like a battery charger. Alright. All that stuff is in there. It's good. See what time we got. Alright, we're good. Alright. Make sure I got everything. 2 boxes. Yep. I'm gonna head to the trader, everybody. Raining hard, man. Oh, I forgot to shut the lights on. Oh, there we go. Alright, put her on the lift. Let's see what we got. Oh, man. Running her into the bunker wasn't a good idea, huh? That's alright. We got money. Some of this don't even cost anything anyway.
Yeah. How's it hanging?
Let's see. Repair chassis. Alright, now, let's see what kind of quests we got. I don't think we have anything unlocked
No loitering. You either buy
yet.
or get lost.
And I think we got one to do still. Yeah,
Welcome,
we still got
welcome.
one to do. And
Feel free to browse around.
I'm not giving him my duct tape, so even though I've already turned in one. I don't even have the box here, so let's get another one. Sexy shorts, we do not have. Soap, we might have 3 soap. Telephone booths, grinding stone. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get much here either.
No loitering. You either buy or get lost.
Should have the soap. Should have the soap. Maybe. There's another duct tape. And do we have a grinding stone? We do. There's another soap. Okay. So.
Yeah.
We have everything but
Welcome.
one quest. 3 soap. Take it. And okay, I should have just turned in the grinding stone. Got 8 hours till the next quest there. And does that mean we completed 3 of them? A 0. Yeah, we did. We got the armor unlocked. Nice. Okay.
What's up? If you're trying to rob, looking for work,
357. We do not have 3 boxes of that. We do not have 3 boxes of 9x39. We might have 3 boxes of 9mm. Kill puppets with a sharp tool, 12 gauge, and 45. I believe we just have the 9mm, and we could do the sharp tool. I really don't want to give him my shotgun shells, especially since we're getting ready to use them. Let's see what we got. If we got buckshot in here, I'll definitely give him that. But he said 9mm, which we have 1. Let's see, I thought I had 3 in here. 2. Okay, we do not have any 9mm, and we do not have any buckshot. I got slugs, but no buck. Okay, so we're not gonna take any quest for this guy today, it looks like. Let's see, did I pick up another box of 9mm? There's a box of 38. This is quest stuff. Some more duct tape. Earth green. I could paint the Rager. Let's paint the Rager. What else we got? We got white. And we dark gray. Nope, no other 9mm. Throw all that stuff back in there. Not the best color in the world, but In my opinion, definitely better than yellow or orange, whichever way you want to call this. It's kind of a mixture of both. No, not lift. Not the lift. Hey, easy. Easy, easy. Paint the car. Tell you what, it looks like a freaking rattle can job. Doesn't even have all the yellow covered up.
See ya. How's it hanging?
But still better than the color it was. All right. No other quest here. I'm gonna go grab that rest. What was it? Sharp tools. Kill puppets with sharp tools. And then we might have just enough sunlight to stop by the scrapyard, see if we can get some wheels for the quad and the cruiser. I need a seat for the cruiser as well.
What's up? If you're looking for work, here is what I got for you.
Here we go.
See ya.
Actually, can I buy the suppressor? See if I can buy the suppressor for the shotgun.
What's up?
Ken, $2,200. Perfect. Yeah, buddy. And while I'm thinking about it, right here, we're gonna actually switch. For this one. And 88, I was going to break one of these down to fix the other, but 88's not bad. I'm gonna stick with that. We'll save that for when we get a weapon cleaning kit. So we'll put this stuff back on this one and load her up. Okay. Let's go to the scrapyard. Okay, so we are only here for wheels and a seat. Maybe a little bit of scrap. Might as well get some scrap while we're here. So we're going to find wheels here. And to be honest, I probably should go ahead and get wheels for a Leica and a Volkswagen as well. Because we're going to eventually get one. But here is a cruiser wheel. We only need the front, I believe. That's the front. Throw that in the car. We do have a Leica wheel. I'm going to go ahead and I'll grab 3 Leica wheels. I'll grab 2 Leica wheels. 2 Volkswagen wheels. There's a Rager wheel. We're good there. There's a Volkswagen wheel. There's a dirt bike wheel. And actually, there's both dirt bike wheels. We'll grab both of those. Alright, there's a mountain bike wheel. We don't need that. There's another dirt bike wheel, and there's a quad wheel. We need 2 more quad wheels now. Dirt bike, Rager, and a mountain bike. This is a Leica wheel. It's a Rager wheel. It's a Leica wheel. Actually, I need 1 more Leica. Okay, so we got 2 Leica, we got 2 Volkswagens, so we're good there. Let's see. Cruiser, Volkswagen, and I'm running out of space. This is going to be tricky. I need 2 more cruiser, or 2 more quad wheels. Doesn't look like we're going to get it, though. Nope. Quad out of luck. Alright. Let's check the cars. We may still get one in the car. There's a chainsaw. Car jack. Screwdriver. Nothing else good in there. Oh, there's one. I'll grab some silver locks. Oh, I just barely seen him. Turd box. They just sneak up on you sometimes. Nothing there. No candle. Nothing there. Lead plate. Taking that. I need the seat for the cruiser. There's a tractor seat. There's lead plate. There's a lock. We don't need any locks. Raid your wheel. Let me drop this off real quick. I'm overweight, or I'm getting tired easy, so. Lead plate. Raid your wheel. Pick. Lead plate. There's a lock. Lead plate. Screwdriver. Another lead plate and a screwdriver. Now we could search these, but our likelihood of getting wheels in these single stacked ones is pretty low. These ones will have the wheels. I'm not seeing a cruiser seat either. Unless I'd overlooked it. May have overlooked it. I'm not going to search all these. Nothing. Okay. So, no luck. I think I burned up all our luck on the Rager in the scrapyard. You know what? I think I did see. Wasn't there a quad back here? There's a Rager. I thought we seen a quad somewhere. We were gonna steal the wheels off of it. Oh well. We'll drive by the brickyard. There's a tractor there. I was gonna stop for gas. That's dangerous. There we go. Well, at least gas pumps are full. They weren't full the first time we came through here. Change out our boots. See what else. We might get a fuel canister in here. Of course, we don't have any room to carry it at the moment, but cleaver. Another cleaver. Money. More money. Alright. I guess we're done here. There's a Leica. Leica does have an engine and a battery. I'm gonna go ahead and steal the battery out of it. Actually, it looks like it has an alternator as well. Does it? Am I seeing things? Nope, it's there. Just in case we find us a Leica we want. Watch out! Oh, there's no collision. Well, we didn't do very good on the quad wheels. We got one. I'll go ahead and pull in here. Let's see. What's our haul look like? Let's see. Box. So we got a couple screwdrivers today. We got two more big ones. And I got some guns. I was going to set up a carbon hunter. But I don't see the point in making ammo now. Especially since I got this shotgun. I'm going to utilize this shotgun with the suppressor in an abandoned bunker. I would like to wait until we get a key card for the abandoned bunker, but the likelihood of that happening is pretty slim these days. We've already acquired 3 key cards in Sandbox, and they've all been secret bunkers. So there's a lot less abandoned bunkers than there is secret bunkers and normal bunkers. So the likelihood of us getting a key card for an abandoned bunker is pretty thin. We need to get some weapon repair kits, so that's one reason why I do want to go into abandoned bunker, so we can get rid of some of these guns. Because I would like to fix these guns up before I sell them. And like right here, just in these 3 VSSs, it's like 9 grand, 10 grand right there. So maybe more, maybe more. We did get us a battery and alternator for a Leica. Um, yeah, I mean we got some useful stuff. We've got some quest items and bolts and nails. I gotta get rid of these bows. I should have sold them while I was at the trader. I get rid of some of these helmets. I need to just set up a couple kits. I don't need all this clothing, all these items. So I mean, if I could have 2 extras in case I die, then that's perfect for me. Um, Obviously, you set it up however you think you would set it up, but for me, I only need like 2 spare kits, really. Unless I'm playing in a PvP server, then I might go for like 8, but that's a different story. Different time, different day. So, yeah, we did really well there. We did add our addition onto. Well, let me get rid of some of this stuff in my bag so I can move. We did add an addition onto the base, which is awesome. It's got us a little parking shed kind of thing, but a little workshop in the back, kind of like a little workshop parking shed kind of thing. So that works out quite nice. Got our workbench. I'll put some cabinets in here too at some point. Maybe some doors as well. They did add back the fog, which I'm not a fan of. The fog I actually like, but the length of time that the fog is in the game I do not like. It goes from like right now, which is I think it's yeah, it's 8, 9 o'clock kind of thing. It goes from like right now all the way to in the morning, and the fog using the NVGs at night sucks. So I'm not a big fan of the fog. If they could do it like specific times of the day, like getting close to morning time, like that would be more normal for at least in my environment. That's kind of how it goes. You start getting fog around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then it kind of starts disappearing towards the in like 10 o'clock range, 9, 10 o'clock kind of thing. So, but the amount of fog that's in the game is just too much. So hopefully they fix that or revert back or something. So, yeah, we went over some exhaustion, which we have exhaustion C1, which actually is nothing. If I eat my bread, that'll probably disappear. Which actually I can actually do that. Let me eat my bread and get another drink of water before I log off. But screwdrivers, lead plate. We're gonna continue collecting lead plate so we can kill mechs. These little 2-4 uses at a time is not the greatest. We need to work on our engineering some more, which is another reason why I built that little add-on to the base to keep working on engineering. We could build a bigger like shop kind of thing for like a pole barn type deal, or some place where we can store all the vehicles. But at the time being, what we did today was pretty good. We could always go back and make some more bolts and nails. It's pretty easy. I'm sure we'll use them, judging by the way we did farming today, which we went over farming. That was cool. What else did we do? A little bit of cooking. Talked about some more stuff in the metabolism. 1.4 dexterity. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're need to work on our lockpicking a little bit though. Stealth that. Yeah, overall we're doing fine. We're doing fine. But this is going to be the end of day 4 for Sandbox, and we'll be back with the next one next Sunday. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a good one wherever you are. Be safe. I appreciate you. I'm out. Have a good one, everybody.